Hello and welcome back to Jet Set Radio, the final episode of Jet Set Radio, mind you. And last time we covered the the golden rhinos up in Kogane-cho, not Benton-cho. I keep getting those mixed up the entire time without even realizing. So now we're just gonna finish the fight in Benton-cho.
Everything's on fire.
Everything's on fire, and there's a strong man. There's strong men and women and otherwise.
Isn't gravity like highly flammable?
I guess. I should point out that Slate is objectively the best character in the game, and it makes so much sense that he's like the last character you ever go up against in the game, because not only that, he doesn't have like the highest health, but he has like a decent amount of health, and he can hold up to like 35 cans of spray paint up at one time.
That's a lot of paint.
It's crazy, which is a lot of paint compared to like the usual. Most characters would probably like hold up to like 30 cans at most, but not Slate. He could hold up to another extra 5 cans of spray paint.
Yeah.
I mean, Squidward has tentacles, so...
Well, does he? Not this Squidward. I don't see any... Okay, are you confusing like Squidward with Stitch? Because I don't see any, like, arms coming out of him.
They're in the jacket.
Don't know. You don't know you don't know shit about who this character is. Nobody does. That's why I guess that's why we can only speculate, like what you did.
Exactly. Slate is Squidward.
I don't know.
Slateward.
I don't know. He's wearing pants.
I mean, he's not rocking the Winnie. He's not rocking the Winnie the Pooh drip.
Oh no! Now we're banned in China.
I mean. It was bound to happen at some point.
I don't think that they have YouTube in China anyway.
Also, I was referring to the actual character Winnie the Pooh and not, you know.
Yeah, but but people are... Man, I don't know if this is still the case, but Disney at one point or another in China was an actual banned term because people kept bringing the comparison. Like, I would not be surprised if they still have, like, that hyper-fixated censorship practices going on.
Dang.
Me too.
Man,
Man,
these guys are a pain. These guys are, like, silly looking.
Yeah.
Being attacked by Tony Stark.
Who said he was a Tony Stark? I don't see his, like... Yeah, I know the mask, but I don't see... Yeah, I'm looking at the mask, but that doesn't mean shit. It only matters if he has, like, the pulse heart thing at his chest. You know, the one that actually powers the suit in the first place, as well as make him alive.
We don't see his chest. We don't see their chest, so it's probably under the gi.
The gi, yes.
Yeah, I've only seen the first one.
Yeah, that's fair. I've only seen the first one too. I've not seen 2 or 3. And I've only seen like 20 minutes of the Avengers before I fell asleep. I was a teenager. For the record, I was a teenager when I fell asleep through the Avengers.
Yeah. I'm tempted to one point just watch a whole bunch of Marvel on Disney Plus, but the problem with the Iron Man movies in particular is that I don't know if it's in 2 or 3, but if I recall correctly, Elon Musk cameos in one of them as himself, and that kind of just hits a sour spot in my eyes.
In retrospect, well, hindsight's 20/20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell, even The Simpsons did it. Literally.
Well, not only that, but it made it like a semi-consistent like thing throughout that entire season. I recall the infamous South Park season having quote unquote him. But you know that South Park.
Yeah.
With South Park, you can expect you can expect that kind of stuff.
I think you mean an entire season. Oh wait, you did say an entire season. You were right the first time. Okay, my bad.
Well, it was what it was leading up to. It's the episode where Cartman fell in love and tries to like go to Mars, and he goes to SpaceX.
Right.
South Park is weird.
It's always been that way though. It's always been weird, and it's always been like genius satire in my opinion anyway.
Yeah, it's such a shame that it's being like kind of weird in terms of rights at the moment.
South Park?
Yeah,
Yeah,
South Park's in a legal battle between Viacom and Warner.
Oh wow.
Is it Warner?
Wait,
or is it
Warner?
Is it Warner as well?
no, it's Paramount, right?
Yeah, but it isn't just Paramount.
It's
It's also like I think it's also fucking Warner Brothers with streaming with the streaming rights to like South Park being on HBO Max as well as Paramount Plus.
Huh.
I don't know the whole details of it. I just know that that's like I just know that that's like the gist of what's going down with South Park right now. Is that it's in a legal battle between Matt and Trey versus Paramount.
Yeah, that's just what I was gonna say.
My bad. But
does the incoming merger between Paramount and Skydance Media have something to do with it?
Maybe?
no, I don't think so.
All right.
Because Skydance is a subsidiary of Paramount. Just like how Blizzard was a subsidiary of Activision. Look how that turned out.
I mean, it's all Microsoft now, so whoop-de-doo.
For better and mostly worse. Actually, majority of the time it was worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I remember there was a time when I would avoid buying Activision games because of the whole like controversy surrounding them at the time. Like, remember that time when they just straight up changed the character name McCree to Colt Cassidy because the guy he was named after being a massive perv? That was such a weird time for Activision, and I would not be surprised if that had something to do with them being bought out by Microsoft.
That is objectively one of the weirdest flexes in the gaming industry.
Yeah.
Like it's like it feels virtue signally in a way. You know what I mean? It's like they're only it feels like they do that just to win the hearts of Blizzard players, which that's kind of too late for that, Blizzard.
To be fair.
Yeah, I know. Could have been worse. Actually, it did get worse. Actually, it was worse.
Yeah.
At one point.
And,
what am I saying?
And to be fair, Activision is one of those kinds of companies where, you know, if you are looking for a reason to hate on them, you're going to find it.
Yep.
And it's very valid to hate Activision.
Yeah.
I'd say it's not only valid, but it's also morally correct.
Yeah, like you can hate them because all they do is Call of Duty. You can hate them because they revived Crash and Spyro only to kill them again. You can hate them because of the whole breast milk situation. You can hate them because they're now part of Microsoft. The possibilities are endless.
You can hate him because a disgusting ogre absorbed pretty much just absorbed 2 gaming studios into his own bank account for 2 decades. Yeah, I'm not kidding about that, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding about that. Ex-CEO Bobby Kotick just got like the biggest pay raise in like gaming history. That would have kept that would have kept 2 gaming studios fed, meaning like Tango Gameworks and Arcane Austin alive, for nearly 2 whole decades.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck you, Mike. Yeah, fuck you, Microsoft. Your OS sucks anyways. Well, Windows 11 sucks anyways, not Windows 10, which by the time this video goes out, it'll be like 2 months after, you know, Windows 10 being kaput.
Yeah, hopefully.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, you were saying?
I will be honest. I don't mind using Windows 11, and I kind of feel like the main reason why so many people are switching over to Linux is because it's actually possible now.
It is possible to, like, it's not only, it's also possible for gaming to be on Linux.
Yeah.
I mean, gaming's always been a thing on Linux, but, like,
yeah, but
it never really ran that well compared to Windows.
Gaming on Linux being way better than it is, like, 10 years ago or even 5 years ago is, in my eyes, definitely one of the main reasons why people are even considering switching over. And that's a good thing. I think it's very good that people are switching over to Linux, because the duopoly that Microsoft and Apple had was not good.
I mean, still is not good, but like, it could have been a YouTube situation where there's no competing like companies that go up against YouTube. It was just Google just absorbed it and then just said, nah, nobody else can. No, we're gonna patent it. Well, that's like what they did. They patented like the fucking mechanics around video sharing and all that. I don't know about that actually. I should probably like shut up.
Yeah.
I would probably imagine it had. I would imagine it had something to do with a patent, being that nobody can make any replications of YouTube.
Possibly. I don't know. Like, if you care that much about us, feel free to also subscribe to our Vimeo account,
where you can get $2 a month. No, I'm just kidding. We're not doing Vimeo.
we don't actually have a Vimeo account.
As of today, we don't have a Vimeo account.
Yeah.
Don't think we probably would be having a Vimeo account. Let's be honest. Let's be real.
I mean, hey, we gotta consider our options, right? If we want to fight back against big corpo, we gotta strike when the iron gets hot. But yeah, no, it's I don't think Windows 11 is that bad. It's just a lot of the features that it's starting to push, and it's really starting to push, are not really that well appreciated. The quote-unquote mandatory Microsoft account strikes a lot of people the wrong way. Fun fact though, did you know that, and this may have been patched out, but when I was working at a tech store and we had to prepare computers to be directly usable, one of the things we did was make a default user profile. And apparently the method for us to bypass Microsoft account requirements is by putting in no@thank.u in the mail address field, and that would unlock an option.
I don't know why, but I love I just love the domain name being thank.u.
Yeah.
It's adorable.
Yeah, but at the same time, you know the one thing that I don't really like about that when tech companies do it? Requiring me to say no thank you. I don't want to say no thank you.
Nah.
No thank you is something you say to something you don't want, but ultimately should be grateful for. Like, if I get like a YouTube Premium trial membership for 2 months because I have a Samsung phone, I don't want the option to be no thank you. I want the option to be no fuck off.
Or just straight up no. Consent is very important in tech and in big tech companies.
Yeah.
Too bad Microsoft breached it. Not Microsoft. Too bad Blizzard breached it multiple times, and Ubisoft, which is even worse.
Yeah.
You get headaches listening to this final track. We apologize.
Eh.
Oh,
apparently the song does that.
Yeah, it's like Not a big fan of this track.
Oh,
I mean, it's.
Ugh.
I
This
actually
one
quite
makes
like
me feel
it.
uncomfortable. This
Like,
track just makes me feel uncomfortable.
I feel like that's kind of the point with this song, is to make you feel uneasy about it.
No, I get that. It's just.
This shit got real. Because shit got real.
Also, we completely basically talked over the fact that we had to have a boss fight, a secondary boss fight against Poison Jam when they get mind controlled.
Yeah, I kind of. They would have do like a Throwback fight rivals thing, and just do that.
I think we should have fought the 3 games again.
I was about to say the exact same thing, but more so. Not only that, but just like how we fought Poison Jam in Benton Show, we could fight like the Love Shockers in Kagane Show, and then like the Noise Tanks in Shibuya. Yeah. Like that would have been sick actually. Although it probably would have taken a lot of time to develop anyway, so they've just said just do one, I guess. Although that doesn't make any sense, because you could have just removed it and nothing would have really changed that much.
Yeah, because it's like Goji already gets the record before he mind controls Poison Jam, and it's like
you still would have, and you still would have
noticed this on the Rukaku building thing. It feels weird.
Yeah, honestly. I feel like they should have either done all 3 in different areas of the game, or just not include it at all. Yeah. You know, it's either you can't just have one and then call it a day. You know, that's.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really should.
Oh yeah. I do want to note one thing about the song that's playing right now. In Sonic and All-Star Racing Transformed. A small snippet of this song is playing if you activate, if I recall correctly, it's Jet's special ability.
Beat.
Okay.
I think it's safe to say that Beat is the main character of Jet Set Radio.
It's the character most people associate with it.
Yep. Yeah, it's the only one that would get away with main character syndrome.
Yep.
Because he doesn't act like a main character.
Yeah.
Like, fuck.
And we've destroyed the giant Rhino demon.
Did you guys ever...
Go on. The giant Rhino kaiju thing.
No, I think it's a demon. No, it would be much bigger if it was a kaiju. It wouldn't be floating around if it was a kaiju.
Still big, but not like that big.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, I think if they wanted to have it be a kaiju, it would not be floating around.
It would also take up so much hard drive and VRAM on the Dreamcasts that it would have just not loaded at all.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, Victor, you were saying?
I just want to ask if any of you ever played the Jet Set Radio stage. I think it's called Gravity City. If you ever played that course in Transformed.
No, I've never played Sonic All-Stars Racing Transformed.
Okay.
Yeah, I've never played Transformed either.
It's a pretty cool stage. The music just is a pretty decent remix of the Jet Set Radio OST. It's pretty cool.
I did it.
Get spray painted on and fall to your death.
Oh no!
He went and committed die. It's unfortunate.
Man, Jet Set Radio got dark all of a sudden.
Dude. I think it has its moments.
Yeah. I mean,
it's not afraid to pull any punches.
I mean,
it's not afraid to pull punches.
I mean, to be fair, I already thought it got dark when the police started shooting a bunch of teens. for the.
I mean, yeah.
For a slight misdemeanor.
You can't get away with that nowadays.
Depends on the state.
No, doesn't even no. Okay, yes, but no. Well, yes, but actually no.
I also could have taken that a very different direction, which I'm not going to. That's the kind of social commentary you're only going to hear on my account when I'm not surrounded by these people.
If you want social commentary in YouTube, just watch political YouTube, and don't do that.
It's royally dark that they just confirm, yeah, no, Goji killed Coin.
Yeah, Coin is nowhere to be seen in this game because he straight up murdered him.
Yeah, he's dead.
Like dead.
It's really dark that they just drop that right at the end.
I kind of commend them for it. I gotta be honest.
I think they should have revealed that Coin was dead before you fight Goji.
Like reveal it like at the last rival fight or something.
Yeah.
And make it like a dramatic thing, like as like another motive to stop the bad guy or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was the end of Jet Set Radio. What did you guys think?
I think
it's a good game.
I think the soundtrack is very good.
Yeah, rightfully so.
I need to play this myself to get a solid opinion on it. I tried playing it.
I actually fully finished this myself.
I tried playing it. I want to say in 2019, and I don't think I got stuck on it. But just the requirements for completing a level felt a bit cryptic from time to time, and I just straight up didn't realize there was a map. Yeah.
If you were playing the Dreamcast version of this game, the map just comes included on the pause menu. However, if it's just the modern releases, then you have to select it separately, which sucks. But at least the map still exists, right?
I'm hoping that we're going to get HD versions of these, actual HD versions of these for modern consoles, and it actually has the map normally.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
I mean, this is one of the franchises that Sega wants to bring back.
Yeah, and Crazy Taxi, and Shinobi.
I'm still really skeptical about them.
I am too, but it's also because we haven't heard jack shit about them. Because remember what I said in the very first episode?
No.
We only know who's doing the sound for Shinobi. We know nothing else.
I think they just want to make it like they just want to fucking what is it? Just take their time with it, and also just.
I get that, but no one likes the whole. We're doing this. We have information. No. But it's been 2 years. No, they're doing have information.
They're doing the Silk Song thing of just not telling you shit.
No, they're doing the Square thing. We know they're doing stuff, and we hadn't seen a trailer of them but we don't have anything else, and that's exactly what Square is doing with Kingdom Hearts 4.
Yeah.
I, for one, am excited for Kingdom Hearts 4 whenever that becomes a thing.
But it's like, stop this stupid crap of announcing games way too early.
I mean, it drives like people's anticipation for shit, but at the cost of people's patience, I guess.
Okay, but like, okay. Playing devil's advocate here for a second. How long have people been asking for a new Jet Set Radio? I feel like from Sega's perspective,
20 years.
If they announce stuff that they know that people want, maybe people will stop nagging about it. It's a way to shush the hardcore fans.
Yeah, we should just.
Yeah, I do totally get that. But don't be doing this whole crap of we're announcing this. but yet 2 years of nothing.
It's like, hey, we're announcing this, but we're not telling you shit about it.
Yeah, it's why the
It's like, hey, it exists.
It's why Persona 4 Rewind Revival actually annoyed a lot of people.
I mean, at least they showed something.
Yeah, but honestly, I think that it was either Microsoft or Sega forced Atlas to do that.
I think it's Microsoft and less Sega, more Microsoft.
Yeah, I think it's more Microsoft, and it's like, I hope to God that because of that, Sega doesn't want to work with Microsoft anymore. Well, it's a main thing.
I mean, if there's money thrown around, there's money to be made.
Yes, Professor Cage did just pull a Ferris Bueller on you.
I find it kind of weird.
But unlike Ferris Bueller, Jet Set Radio actually got a sequel.
Yeah, and then not a third game, unless you count Bomb Rush Cyberpunk as a spiritual successor. That's another can of worms. Wait until Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, possibly.
I do find the relationship between Sega and Microsoft to be weird, because on one hand, I never really saw the Xbox as the definitive Sega platform, at least a modern Xbox. I know that a lot of people would say that the original Xbox was a spiritual successor to the Dreamcast. It wasn't.
No.
But you take a look at what what Microsoft and Sega are up to nowadays, where Microsoft essentially got the advertising for Persona 3 Reload. They got timed exclusivity for the next gen version of Yakuza Like a Dragon, which I still think is total dog shit. And it just makes me wonder how many... All of their games are coming to Xbox Game Pass as well, and I'm like, why? What? How much is Microsoft paying them?
Yeah.
I think the Xbox... I feel like the Xbox brand has kind of run its course.
Yeah, I'm fully with you. I don't really like what I'm about to say, but it's kind of something that everyone feels. Microsoft should go third party. Microsoft should go third party.
I think they've been Microsoft has been planning to go third party for years.
I mean,
fully third party. Because
that's what I mean.
Exactly what both of you are going to say. What both of you are saying. Fully third party. Like, there are people who are going, "Oh, Nintendo should go third party." No. Nintendo is totally fine with what they're doing. Nintendo,
they're fine. They're doing okay with themselves.
Yeah, Nintendo is basically thriving the most out of all three of them.
And they're the dominant company for consoles at the moment.
Yeah. I mean, all you need to know is that out of the 4 people who formed the split screen squad, 2 of them own a Switch.
3 people.
2 of them own a Switch 2, and only 1 of them owns an Xbox Series X.
I thought it was 3 of them. 3 of us.
Wait, do you have a Switch 2?
I own a Switch 2.
Yeah, I have a Switch 1, not a Switch 2.
Yeah. D-Pad has a Switch 2. And Victor has a Switch 2. I don't have a Switch 2. And you don't have.
Stay tuned for the Mario Kart World video. Stay tuned for Mario Kart World Series. No, I'm just kidding. We're not doing that yet.
Hey, if I get a Switch 2, I might do Mario Kart World.
I know you. I know for a fact you will. Like, there's no way you aren't. Like, but
hey, I might have started doing Mario Kart 8 right now.
But anyway, Jet Set Radio is fantastic game. I'd recommend it.
It needs to be brought
to
back,
high
Sega.
heaven, and bring. It needs to be brought back. It will be brought back, just not yet. And I'm excited. And I, for one, am very excited for the next installment in 2035.